So all this while I've actually been joking, I've been posting some some entertainment things. So I just said today, let me post something academic related you get. So I'm going to be talking about 5 study techniques that I use that will be beneficial to you that is watching this video. If you're a medical student, if you're a university student, whatever you like, anything you are doing, whether if you are reading, as long as you're into academics, then this video will be useful to you. Just stick around. So basically, the first technique I use, and I'm ranking it based on my best, and it's my favorite technique, and that is the Feynman technique, and it is scientifically proven because it is about teaching somebody a topic. Teaching somebody, you can teach a child, teach somebody, just basically teach somebody, break it down to level that the other person can understand. But now in this school year, this medical student, most medical students, they are usually busy. So to meet somebody and say, I want to teach you, they'll run away from you. So you can actually teach yourself in the mirror, or you can be walking around and maybe when you're trekking, just be talking to yourself so you can remember what you're doing. Or even if you are in the toilet, you can also be speaking it out. That way, as you keep doing something like that, you're going to remember. You grab. Why can I be like that? The second one is active recall. Active recall, based on the name, active recall, is basically about when you read something today. For example, let's say you read glycolytic pathway or pentose phosphate pathway, or let's say you read something in anatomy, like maybe the pituitary region, the mammary gland, whatever. Let's say you read it today, like Friday. You can just wait the following day, then test yourself whether, okay, do you really know this thing? You just carry a jotter now, and anything like what you read the previous day, just try and see if you can write it down. If you can't, or whatever you write, then you now know your knowledge gap. Then you can now go back to check what you missed. That way it will trigger your brain to activate. That way you'll not be able to forget some things you grab.
Before I continue what I'm saying, my guy took me to Grand Sharp and he came to feed me.
Corner garden.
I have to. I asked him.
This is a normal spot. Cool afternoon.
And to enjoy yourself. If you see to them know that makes it okay you. You can enjoy yourself small.
The next one is space repetition. Space repetition is basically, although I do this sometimes, like I said, my favorite one is that Feynman technique and the active recall. But this other one, I do it sometimes, and that is basically for MCQ question, like multiple choice question. When I was preparing for JAMB, and when I was preparing for my first year exam, I use this one, and that is space repetition. And it's basically about when, let's say, you read something today, you prepare questions, like prepare multiple choice question. You can use Anki. When you prepare multiple choice question today, you do it. After 2 days, you test yourself again for that multiple choice question, whether you remember it. Then 6 days after, 1 week after, by the time you keep on doing this thing, the stuff is going to stick to your head. Like you can never forget it again. Like you can never. Like if I sleep and wake up now, you just tell me, what's the first stage in glycolysis? I'm okay. After glucose is glucose phosphate. After glucose phosphate, I know that there is aspiration to fructose phosphate, and I know that the end product is pyruvate. You get? Basically, the thing is because I've drawn. What? That's what? Oh, what are you saying? See, I don't know now. You don't tell me now. She will blow now. So the next one is another study technique is making use of study groups. Study groups is almost similar to that Feynman technique, but the difference is that you have a group of like-minded people that want your progress, and both of you you guys have this similar goal of succeeding together. So you bring topics together, discuss. By the time you discuss, most of the time, there was a time I was with my study group. That was the previous semester. The questions that we discussed about ourselves, I saw it in the exam hall. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. So thank God I'm in study group. Oh. So basically, all this technique I'm giving is for you to combine it together, not as if you are just sticking to one you grab. Then the last but not the least is making use of past questions. You understand? Make use of past questions. It can never be overemphasized. You need past questions. Past questions is, you know what past question is now? Questions that in the past, basically, like the exams they are about to write. Like when I was preparing for JAMB now, I make use of past questions so that to make me prepare for what is ahead, to know, okay, this is the sequence, this is how they do it. Even when I entered on a level the same way, I open past questions. Now that I'm in this level 2, I'm using past questions. Past questions is always a lifesaver. In case you don't even cover much topics, you should is it my phone I call it? Okay, I'm solving the video. So basically, so I don't know why I came to this my guy's side, and I don't know, it's not disturbing my video. So don't be offended, I beg, don't be offended. But that is actually the 5th one. That is the use of past questions. So that is all for now, and I hope you enjoyed this video. But don't worry, I know some people don't like educational content. I know. But don't worry, I'm going to do entertainment next week. I'm going to be shuffling it. You understand? So thanks so much for watching, and see you next week.